Hi, my name is Michelle. I have a almost 2-year-old German short-haired pointer crossed with a blue heeler. I still call her Puppy. She has a lot of puppy energy. She's super high energy. She's super smart. She needs a lot of mental stimulation during the day. But I also have 3 young kids, and I don't always have the time or the capacity to take her out for a really long walk. In the summer, it's a lot easier, but we also live in a little bit of a forested area here, kind of out in the sticks. It's not super out of town, but it's enough for her to be able to run around and burn a lot of energy. But because of the way it is here, we can't fence the whole entire property. It would be thousands upon thousands of dollars. Like we couldn't do it right now. So we bought the SpotOn Wireless Fence for dogs, and I want to tell you a little bit about how it has saved my sanity as a mom, because not only do we not have to fence our whole property, it's given us a lot of peace of mind. She used to, when we first moved here, she is super friendly, and anytime somebody would walk by the road by our house, she would take off and want to go say hi. She's still really young and she's pretty well trained, but she's still learning. And sometimes when it's freezing cold in the middle of winter that it gets here, I don't want to go outside. I just want to be able to say, like, go pee, and let her go pee, and then know she'll come back. And also, because of the way it is here, I'm a little nervous about wildlife in our yard. So having a dog was necessary for us to be able to warn us if any wildlife comes by while the kids are out playing in the yard. And so far we've been doing all right. The collar has really worked well for us. I bought 2 other cheaper collars from Amazon, and I do not recommend that. They were an absolute waste of money. We returned them and got our money back, but they didn't work because we've got a slight hill. It just wouldn't kind of register properly. She could just run down the road and it wouldn't affect her. Maybe it's because of the trees, I'm not sure, but the SpotOn collar works well in our forested area. We've had no issues with like satellite interruption. She's never crossed the boundary once we trained her how how it works. It only took a couple of days with her because she's super smart. And she likes to stick close to us. She's a big people dog. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what it looked like when it arrived, when we ordered it, the features, and kind of how it works for her, what it looks like, so you know that if this could be a good option for you, you know what you're getting into. I know something that is a little bit pricier, you kind of want to know what it is you're getting, the quality, and if it's really going to work for you or not. We do not have the extended plan that you can get with it where you pay monthly and you have the tracking option. That's what I love about this collar, is that you can purchase that if you want, but you don't have to, like some other collars. So far this has been an absolute sanity saver for us. And it's worked really well for her and her personality. She is super stubborn, but once she knows the commands for things, she listens pretty well. So even just for like a 2-year-old dog, she's kind of like in her teenager phase still. But yeah, I really love this collar. It's been working really well for us. Let's see if we can catch this in action. Oh, there she is. Yeah. So what happened there is she was walking up right to where I could tell, where I remember I put the fence boundary. And as soon as she heard it, there's like a tone that goes off that only dogs can hear. I can't hear it unless I have the app open on my phone. And she immediately turned around and bounded back like a good puppy. Good girl. I didn't even have to call her back. The snow is deep, eh? We also have a couple neighbors nearby. You can't really see them, but they are close enough that she can just run over there if she hears them. Or like they also have dogs, so she wants to go play with them because she's a puppy. And so this collar has enabled us also to program it so that she can't go bug the neighbors when she hears them outside. And it's worked, like from the day we got it, it's worked. Which used to be like a daily struggle. Now it works, and we don't have a problem with her running over to the neighbors. Hey, Soka, come here. Soka, come. Yes! Good girl. Good girl. Okay, Soka. Soka, break. Good girl. She can run up in here and run down to the house and explore the yard because she really needs that mental stimulation and burn off the energy. She is not the type of dog that can be stuck inside a house all day. Basically, the point of me making this video and recommending this collar is because I tried 2 other ones and they were not a good fit. The first one, like I said, it was so hit or miss if it would actually go off, and if she just, it was a wireless GPS collar, and she runs so fast that she would just be booking it down the street, down the road that cars drive on all day, and before it would start like catching up to her and beeping and going off, she's already halfway down the street, like way down there. So it wasn't keeping up with her. It just was not working for us. The second one, we tried, it would just emitted like a circle. It wasn't necessarily a GPS one. It had like a little radio, I don't know what to call it, a little base that transmitted a circle. And I thought that would be a good option. But because our property is narrow, even the smallest circle size on it would go into the neighbors and onto the road. And I didn't want to have the transmitter up at the back of the property because then we couldn't control it to like turn it on and off, or whatever we need to do with it, make sure it was still working, like all that kind of stuff. So, and it did, like, I feel like it was too, I don't know. I feel like it was too harsh, just my like gut instincts. I didn't like it, and I always try to trust my instincts, especially with our kids and our dogs. So this one that we got, like, I just want to save you the pain of trying to buy, trying to buy other garbage products. So this one is definitely worth it. And there it is on her. It's not too bulky. It's really sturdy. It's not gonna like rip off or anything. So highly recommend this one. Save yourself the pain. Don't bother trying to buy cheap ones. If what you're trying to do is save yourself like mental stress, just go for this one. It's the best. Have had 0 issues with it since we got it. Yeah, highly recommend it. I also want to mention that our old house, we had a fence. It was a pretty high fence, and she jumped it multiple times. Anytime there was somebody on the other side, she'd want to go say hi, she'd go jump the fence. So we knew that like a really tall fence kind of option, it wouldn't work for her. She can jump. She can clear pretty much anything. She's like a little kangaroo. And we didn't want to do an in-ground wire fence because, again, our property, like, we've got tree roots everywhere. It would just be a huge pain in the butt. It wasn't worth the effort that it would be just to save a little bit of money. And with those, you often have to buy more wire even to get the amount, like for the amount of property that we have, it would have been like, it just wouldn't have been worth it. So this collar in the end, I think, ended up being cheaper than that, or a fence anyway. If you're a mom with kids and you have your kids running around the yard and you want to be able to have a dog to roam around and warn you of animals, keep the animals away, this collar is the best choice. Highly recommend it. So here's what it looked like when it arrived. I was really impressed with the shipping time. It actually came to our house very quickly. So this is the box, and listen to this adorable little voice telling me how much she loves the box.
I really love that box.
You really love it? So cute. She loved the box. She kept it. She still has it. It comes with different ways to check the vibrate points on the contact points on the collar. I love how heavy duty this collar is. It's not gonna fray or get cut or ripped very easily at all. It is sturdy. It is staying on there. So it comes with different contact point sizes. If your dog has really thick fur, this is what it looks like on her. It's not super bulky. Really cute. This is me trying to fiddle around with the sizing. It's hard to do one-handed, but it is really easy to adjust the size of the collar if you need. The one thing was the charging port. That took me a minute to figure out, and I felt really dumb once I did figure out, but it's super easy to just stick on the charger all the time, and you definitely have to charge it every night. If the collar is not on the dog, it should be on the charger or the battery will die, and then it won't be ready for when you need to use it. So if you're anything like me and you like to research the heck out of the product and any different available options and variabilities before you buy something, let me just save you the time and the effort and just get this one. It's worth it all.